Since 2022, Stone Barn Center has converted approximately 45 acres of state park land to native warm season grasses. These native grasslands should offer greater climate resilience, extend summer grazing opportunities for livestock, and provide habitat for wildlife. Now, through the Native Warm Season Grassland Restoration Project, Stone Barns and the Center for Native Grasslands Management at the University of Tennessee are collecting extensive ecological impact data so that Northeast farmers can establish and maintain their own native grasslands without the use of herbicides. Northeast pastures predominantly host cool season grasses, including fescue, orchard grass, and bluegrass, introduced by European settlers. Cool season grasses flourish in spring and fall, but go dormant during hot summers. As climate change intensifies, these dormant periods are predicted to lengthen, reducing forage for livestock and habitats for wildlife. Native warm season grasses should offer a climate-resilient solution. These grasses have evolved to thrive in extremely hot, dry conditions. Their ability to photosynthesize at higher temperatures and their deep roots, which tap into moisture from lower layers, make them drought-resistant. They can also store carbon in deeper, more stable soil layers and create habitat for native birds and insects. Stone Barns is studying the role of cover crops in establishing native warm season pastures without the use of herbicides. After tilling in cool season pastures, cover crops can be planted to improve soil structure and suppress weeds. Stone Barns has selected a cover crop mix to control weeds and provide high-value forage for livestock, who fertilize the land and promote biodiversity. After grazing, remaining plant matter is tilled back into the soil, creating digestible organic matter and building the soil's moisture-holding capacity. With market development, some harvestable grain cover crops could also be sold to consumers, minimizing the need for small farmers to take their land out of production during the conversion process. Once established, native warm season grasses should provide high-quality forage, especially during summer when cool season grasses go dormant. They outcompete many weed species, enabling sustainable pasture management and creating native wildlife habitats. Stone Barn Center is working with the Center for Native Grasslands Management at the University of Tennessee to research the best practices for converting cool season pastures to native grass varieties without herbicides. The conversion process begins with mowing and plowing, followed by harrowing and cultipacking to prepare the seedbed for planting. Then the pasture is planted in a progression of cover crops. While grazing livestock on the warm season cover crops, Stone Barns farmers were surprised to find that the animals required less water. Forage testing revealed that the cover crops had higher moisture content and average mineral percentages than cool season pastures. The average energy and protein content of the cover crop forage were also higher. This higher nutrition and the rapid regrowth of the cover crops extended our summer grazing opportunities. The grasslands are planted with a diverse mix of native grasses, forbs, and legumes. This mix was chosen for its climate resilience, grazing tolerance, high forage value, habitat structure, and pollinator resources. In the field, we set up a test plot to study successful establishment procedures and how to best select land for conversion. The study site is divided into two main sections. The first section, the soil study, includes 144 plots where we manipulate soil moisture, phosphorus levels, and pH. The second section, the thatch and competition study, covers 108 plots. Here we manipulate light levels, weed control, and thatch depth, with seeds sown into varying depths of thatch to study germination. Initially, we expected a temporary drop in soil carbon during conversion due to tillage. However, our research showed an unexpected gain during the first 2 seasons. These findings suggest that our establishment procedures offset carbon loss during tillage and sequester carbon as efficiently as our perennial cool season pastures. Stone Barns is working to refine our process, making the conversion to native warm season pastures without herbicides more successful and economically viable for Northeast farmers. If we can return a portion of our region to native warm season grasslands, we can expect improvements in summer forage for livestock and native wildlife habitats, as well as greater climate resilience, biomass production, opportunities for winter stockpiling, and possibly carbon sequestration.